Nemson's log, 17th of August 2015, Hypermind server. I'm digging out the Nether Hub. And this is breaking ground. This is day one of breaking ground. Below me, the Blaze farm, or at least one of them, and the little area over here where the Blazes end up to go and die. There's a little area down here where they come up and get stuck and do things, and I've got to be very careful picking out all these little areas and sorting out. I've got a long way to go to get to the other end of the Blaze farm structure itself, but I do have a decent pick now. It's already halfway through its durability, but I went mining, managed to get myself my first few diamonds, and the first enchantment I got off the enchantment table was Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3. Not bad at all. But I've used quite a bit of it already just to do this first bit. Half a diamond pick of Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3 already gone. And there's still loads to be done. Nemson's log, 18th of August 2015, on Hypermine, doing the Nether Hub. Yesterday I had the honour of going round with Albanak, and he gave me a repair on my Efficiency 4 pick that I've been using for ages on this place, a diamond pick that's Efficiency 3 that he didn't want anymore, and also a beacon to help me out if I can get it to work in the Nether. I don't think I can actually get it to work in the Nether because breaking bedrock and all that. But I have managed to clear out the first layer of the Blaze Farm's roof. I did have a bit of a problem though. Because of opening the space up so that gas could spawn, I had a gas spawn over there. So when I returned one day from just doing some smelting and getting some bits and pieces, I had to quickly run over here to stop the gas from firing at me over there. And the place was full of pigmen, absolutely full to the brim of pigmen. And, well, I couldn't really shoot the gas because my bow can't shoot through pigmen. So I had to cunningly move all of the pigmen and get the gas to fire at me over here. Little bits of this bit got blown out a little bit as the fireballs were coming this way, until eventually one shot and the ghast was dead. I quickly then put all these half slabs down because I believe that ghast spawn in a 3x3 area that's like 4 tall or 5 tall or something like that. So to break those spawning platforms down, I don't mind pigmen spawning, but to break the spawning platforms down from the ghast, I've put all these little half slabs all the way around on this section here. And hopefully that'll do me. I've also made a little way up so that I could start ringing around the outside of the hub. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a cutout around there. Started cutting through here. I'm going to start cutting on the next level, leaving me a floor to be able to cut the levels above. We've got this stairwell all the way up here. And this then brings us out with a little trench running around the Blaze farm. All of this needs removing. But this is quite a huge empty open space already. Ideal for me because that means I don't have to do too much digging around this area to make it expand out and bigger. That's part of the route up into the Nether roof to fight wither bosses the easy way with a piston. And that has given me a bit of an idea for how I want the Nether hub to look in the future. So bear that in mind. That's given me the inspiration to do something. I might change that a little bit. I don't think anyone will have a problem with me changing that to be in keeping with the rest of the Nether hub. But to start off with, I've got to keep digging. Nemson's log, August 19th, 2015. I'm over here at the desert, getting sand. I've come to a point in the project now where I need glass. We're getting quite far. I've had a lot of help as well. Albanak has been very, very helpful and did lots of digging for me yesterday, which gave us a big sprint on. I've also got a gift waiting for me back at the Nether Hub project site, which I'll show you in a bit. But I just thought, look, I need to fill my inventory full of sand. I just been to the end farm, actually. Funny. The end farm is miles away, but the last bed I slept in was at Albanak's new site, his perimeter, which is way off round there. So the last bed I slept in, because I'm working all the time in the Nether, the last bed I slept in was in the overworld at Albernac's new plot, which was miles away. But on the way back, it comes into the desert here. So I came back through here and thought, oh yeah, actually, I could do with getting a load more sand to make a load new glass. I'm going to need a lot of glass. I'm actually using the glass more as a protective scaffolding rather than anything else. Because I'm doing the roof of the hub first, I want glass as a floor so that I can see from the very bottom floor. If it'll make sense. It'll make sense. I want to be able to see through the floor at the ceiling from the ground. So I'm working like from a scaffolding high up in the ceiling of the Nether. And I want to be able to go all the way back down to the bottom where people will see the ceiling from and be able to look through the glass floor to see how it's progressing and see whether things are big enough and bold enough and things like that. So as I'm designing the ceiling, I want to be able to look up through the glass floor. So I'm going to need a lot of glass. And hence why this is what I'm doing. I'll meet you back at the hub for the rest of this daily log very soon. Alrighty, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. There's another thing. To Nemson, for all the hot, dirty work, thought you could use some ice for your tea. Okay. Say the tea. Potion of swiftness and a load of packed ice. I wonder who left me this. Thought you could use something. It doesn't say who it's from, does it? Oh, look at the diamonds. Oh, man. The diamonds. I can't even pick stuff up because I've got an inventory full of sand. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me pack this away. Let's see who left me something. Let's throw this sand in here. I just filled up with sand, as you know, to get a load of glass because we've got a big project on. And everyone knows I've got a big project on. And everyone seems to be like, wow, helping me out a little bit over here. Look at this. There's a few diamond blocks, man. And an old efficiency fortune pick, a smite sword. Just some little bits and pieces just to help me out. And a few blocks of diamond, which is awesome, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I can repair me picks and all sorts. The other thing that we got, let me just seal that back up again, like it's not been touched, so no one else will touch it either. And let's go inside and have a look around. I've got another chest that I can dump all this in. Oh, literally got netherrack everywhere. Literally netherrack everywhere on this job now. And let's go up. Yeah, we want to go around the back here. And we'll go upstairs and we'll go onto the roof first. And you'll see why I needed the glass. Okay, so this is roughly where we were last time. Yeah, these stop in the gas spawns and all that kind of stuff. And then, whoa, look at how big. We've actually built walls up most of it. That came to the surface there, and then I've built a wall up to that point where the ceiling, the roof of the Nether is, and I'm hacking into it above there. We'll go up and show you in a minute. This is from Lapis. It's an efficiency 4, fortune 3, unbreaking 3 pick. Very nice, thank you, Lapis. And, well, I should probably renamed it right there and just left the anvil. Why not? But this seems secure now, and the glass is not for this level necessarily, not here, but this is the point of it. I can look up from down here to see what the ceiling of the Nether hub's going to be. And I've got some really good ideas, I hope, as to what I'm going to do with the Nether hub. It's not going to be a traditional looking Nether hub. They don't need a Nether hub so much here on the Hypermine server. They need to organise the Nether hub they've already got, but most of that's down there. What they need is me to find something to do. So they let me do this. No, it's not quite. There's slowly but surely, there's going to be a very big, let's say, landscape. That's what I'm thinking. Rather than having an enclosed, man-made structure for everybody to use as a Nether hub, I'm thinking more along the lines of a huge hell-like landscape where there's safe places to put different things going on all around the place. Safe places to put tunnels to far off places and things like that. As you can see, there's a break in there, and I get speed from that, so I could run around a bit. I wanted to make sure that we had a beacon space so that we can have speed in the nether hub. So we'll be running around all over the place. And I've already started digging all the way across here, but this is when my picks basically ran out. And started the glass area just starting here, so that from right down there, I'll be able to look up and see what I'm doing on the ceiling. And this is just the right sort of height for me to be able to start placing blocks on the ceiling. The other thing that I wanted to do first was get this central area. So I've put glass around the edge here first. I've just carved round to give me this, right? And I'll clear out all of the bits and put a glass floor in. And then from there, we'll go off in like that direction, because someone's already started digging there. We'll go off in that direction. We'll go off in that direction. We'll go off in that direction a bit, and we'll open even more area up the top here. So this will be like the sort of template, and then I'll start working down and cleaning out everything underneath that, decorating the side walls as we go. So I'm going to start by decorating the ceiling, then I'm going to start hacking away and decorating on my way down. Hopefully there'll be lots of cavernous spaces already around that I can just decorate. But that is for the next Nemson's Log. Nemson's Log. I just like saying that. Nemson's Log. Hi, Pigman. Nemson's Log, 22nd of August, 2015. Hypermine server. Still on the Nether Hub project. But we have had some more success. Woo! Check it out. All the way up to the ceiling from here, all the way up. Everything removed. I actually didn't get on yesterday. I had lots of other things to do. Yesterday, I didn't get on at all. So this was all done the day before yesterday. The 20th, maybe. Something like that, yeah. And since then, put the last little bit of glass in. The glass is there so that I can see any design work that I do on the roof. So that I can see. I also think there might be some glass in the roof section as a part of the floor. I don't know 100% yet. I've kind of got 3 or 4 different images in mind, and each time I try and like adapt them all to do the Hi. Do you mind? Go away. I'm not going to punch you. I keep trying to adapt these ideas to make something of a unique idea that uses all of the little things that I would like to do, but I can't. It's like they seem to contradict. The ideas seem to contradict each other. I've got the original idea is to make the place a terraformed hell. So I terraform the place and then make the place look cool from all around. I mean, we've got areas up here that have already been hollowed out. And we've got even tunnels down there. There's some area over here where people have actually got tunnels leading off into far off places already. So there's already like nether hub tunnels with other tunnels leading off down there. So this is kind of an extension to places like that have already been built. So that's then giving me like I really should have a nether hub around here somewhere. So I was thinking of having the center of the nether hub like started just sort of lay out some areas like this, and then have this ring a circle around here so people can walk over the central area, but then the central area is somehow holding up that or connected to that down there. And I'm thinking of covering the Blaze Farm with a huge disc all the way around it, a huge disc, the whole size of the Blaze Farm. And yeah, I've got lots and lots of ideas, all very contradictory to each other. And I need at least another few hours playing in order to start formatting those ideas. And just out here, we've got this large empty array of nothingness out here already, which goes all the way down to the Moor Fortress. But all the way out there, there's nothing. So as soon as I take this wall down, it's all going to be very exposed to the open air and elements. So this netherrack ceiling up here is something that we're kind of going to keep, but I want to redo slightly. So the section where the glass is up there, the section with the glass. Wait, that's with a Skelly. How you doing, with the Skelly? You coming this way? You going that way? You're going to try and come up these stairs. Are you working your... Oh, you got stuck in the... Oh, dear. He got stuck in the portal. Well, that's a chunk that will be loaded by somebody in the overworld, and he will disappear. There's another one, though. Hey, dude, come on. Gimme. No, just bones. Oh, well. Hazard of the job. The other thing I've got to consider is this. Yeah, I've got to consider these areas where the fortress was before need like half slabbing to make sure that I don't accidentally put a surface there within the bounding box. To be careful that I don't actually put something there, because if I put something there, then withers and blazes and all that could potentially spawn in the fortress areas of the hub. And I didn't really want that. Either want it removed completely, or I want it to be so that no mobs can spawn. I don't mind pigmen. Pigmen are fine. Pigmen are our friends. If I'm going to be living in the nether for a long time, pigmen are my friends. It's fine. I like. But this project now has got to the stage where I've hollowed it all out where I think I need to go. And next up I need to do some laying out of circles and just circling over this. The bit I've got here is with the Blaze Farm. One thing, I've got this portal here and some stairs leading around and about. There's a stairwell going up there. I can change all this bit around, this stairwell here. And there's a load of bits and pieces out here. There's a tunnel there. And there's some more tunnels off the side there, the original hub. So I've got to do things with that. But also, there's the actual Blaze Farm mechanics itself. Like, there's this little sticky uppy bit here. This little sticky uppy bit here is an important part. And then there's a load of track and stuff under here, which is another important part of the Blaze Farm. So I've got to be careful with that. Also, round on this side, we've got a smelter, which currently, the smelter is a bit broken. It was broken when I got here, and I've broken it a few more times since. But it's only bits of rail and stuff that have fallen off, and maybe a few bits of redstone. Nothing that can't get fixed easily enough once I've hacked this out a little bit. But that's at least going to give me maybe 2 or 3 more blocks that way. So I was thinking of a kind of a circular shape, because the length of it from down that side to here, including this bit over here, would be quite a large area, and then I'll just round it out in those directions, which should cover everything. Try and keep it so that I've got a 2 high area, well, half slab, so it'll be a 3 block high. So it'd be a half slab on the ceiling, half slab here, or just half slab here, I suppose, and 2.5 high. Make it 3 blocks with half slabs. And that way we can get in and out above the Blaze Farm in order to get to these things and do maintenance on them. But then have the ceiling above, instead of that glass which I had originally for protection, because lava was falling every now and again onto the tracks from when I was digging all this out. Lava would fall, burn away some of the track. Accidentally, of course, which can be replaced, like I say, I can do that. But I put some glass there so that if lava fell, it would fall onto the glass while I was doing that other section. And that's worked fine now, so we clear up. I could do with a silk touch pick. I've sort of been hanging around for a silk touch pick, just in case I can take all that glass back. But next up, I've got to start doing a few actual build designs. I've got to start designing a little bit, start getting some space organised, spaces. I would like to see this nether hub, a great big sphere-ish, maybe an oval, but sphere-like platform with, I think, a skull on it over this side to cover that section. A big skull sticking out of maybe some rock. And I wanted it kind of suspended, so curved up and suspended from up there. Something like that is big chains holding it up. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to work that yet. I would potentially also have a way up there from the centre here. So like the centre point, which is about here. I'm guessing that that's the... Yeah, there we go. Look, wait. Near enough the centre. This is the centre point for the Blaze Farms, and if we were to have something directly above that was some kind of minecart elevator going all the way up into there, then that would work as well. There we go. So yeah, I've been thinking about how to do that. Minecart elevator might do okay straight up here. Minecart elevator straight up. Or we could have an ender pearl elevator, but that's a little bit more risky and a little bit more redstone-y that we might not really need. I definitely don't want just a straight ladder going up. But I'm going to think about that over the course of the next day and see what I can play around with, and I'll be back in time to finish up this episode and get it out for you. Okay, so we're back up to date. Right now is the 22nd of August 2015 on the Hypermind server, the day this episode is released. So what have I done? Well, today, this morning kind of, I was working on the circles down there for the area. This glass floor is actually turning out more like an area I can see down rather than an area I can see up at the minute. I do want to connect the ceiling to the floor in certain ways, but I haven't actually decided 100% which way round that's going to go just yet. But I have been laying lots of circles down today, so I'll show you what I've been up to. Maybe I'll show you a few little plans and designs that I'm thinking of as well. But right down here, okay, we've got the top of the Blaze Farm is now covered with a circular area, a central point, and this is the center point, which is also center point there, and should be close to center point down there. Should be. Whether it is or not, we'll find out. But that's center point right there. And under here, we've just got a small area, so I can probably take these slabs back up because gas can't spawn under here anymore. I may just cover it all over with slabs, because we can walk over slabs underneath this. Pigmen won't be able to spawn then, so we'll be safe, and we'll be able to access the Blaze Farm if there's anything ever goes wrong. Also, over this side, I wanted to make sure that this cooker area was also going to be accessible, so from under here somewhere we're going to have some more access to these areas. So this is going to be like a maintenance floor, a very simple maintenance floor, and that's going to be accessible from around here somewhere, like this side of the steps, just around here somewhere. But up here now I've got a little bit of lifting and shifting to do. I mean, look, this is kind of in the right place still for setting out. I'll just get rid of some of this later on and drop this down. Once I've got this all covered over, then I can remove the walls and things like that, and it becomes an easier way to not get shot by gas. There's a thing I want to do with gas. Let me just make note over here. Let me just rush over this way. There's a thing for gas. Gas still spawn on the ground, okay? So everywhere where there's a decent area, I don't know if it's 3x3 or 5x5, but let's say it's a 5x5 area, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say it's a 5x5 area, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Okay, let's say that is the area a gas needs to spawn in. All I need to do is put one block, so that there's no spawning pads for ghast. So I can just place some random blocks around like this, all around the nether, just so ghast can't spawn anywhere in the vicinity of the hub. And so long as I can do that, I'm actually thinking of doing something a bit more design orientated, something a little bit more fancy, like with bricks and stuff. Let's go and grab some of those actually. I want some fences. I want some nether brick fences. I want to test out some ideas for designing, and I haven't really got a design that I'm copying or anything like that. So I'm not sure 100% what I'm exactly doing, but that's kind of the way I like it. That's the kind of the way I like doing things. Actually, I can do it out here, underneath this side here. It'd make more sense to stay down here for a bit. Okay, so we've got an enclosed area, yeah? So I would maybe put, let's put that and a couple of bits of this, maybe just some randomness wait, I just pressed the wrong button. Randomness, just to like give us a little bit of rocky outcroppings around and about the place. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is just coming up with a rocky outcropping kind of design. Spiky bits in the nether. Every now and again, spiky bits all the way around the nether just to stop gas spawning. So if the gas spawning locations are gone, then there's no gas. We've just got the pigmen to worry about then, which is fine. We can do pigmen. We can deal with pigmen in the hub. Pigmen are my friend. I'm fine with pigmen all over the place. Then we've got to do something about making this look cool. And that's the biggest problem, is making everything look cool. I could make it all clean and safe like this, but I want to actually make it look cool as well. So on this first edge here, I'm thinking about having some kind... Let's see if I've got enough blocks. Yes, I have. Some kind of arching over section. So in this case, boom, we'll have that there. So yeah, I did 2 circles. I did a circle here, and then at the point where the circles meet, I went out and did a second circle on that side. So it's going to be like 3 circles, but only half circle that side, half circle this side. I might do a kind of yin and yang, I don't know. The flooring itself is all currently just one material. And up here, all currently one material. Easy materials for me to get hold of. But in the future, I am going to do patterns and designs and maybe do something different on the actual floors themselves. For now, though, it's all about laying it all out to get it all secure, and then I can mess around with some details later. But I was thinking of maybe doing... Let's do something like this. Maybe doing a kind of an arching in effect. Let's see up here, and just try and stagger it a little bit. Wait, give me something like this, and then can I get that? And have some spiky bits that I'm going to design coming in around about here as well, you see, and just have some spiky bits coming in over the top of it. So they'd be arching in around and about. I don't know if that's the right materials. I think I may need to use some other bits and pieces, but just bits like that arching in. Maybe get some quartz, because I've got quite a bit of quartz, and we might even have iron, because I've got quite a bit of iron available as well. Have some like teethy claw type things hooking into the center circle. I'm not 100% actually how I'm going to do it yet. Maybe it needs to be a bit bigger than that, but clawing in. So I've got to design those. Another thing that I wanted to do is with these areas that you come up into here, I wanted to kind of roof them off a little bit so that people have got those safer areas to go into. And I was thinking, because there's a portal right below us here, that I might try and build like a skull entrance, like a nether skull. So not a pure brilliant white skull, but a nether skull. That's another thing for another episode, though. I'm going to have to call it quits for this episode. This is another big update, another update episode for you guys. It's working. It's working, guys. It's working. I'm doing lots and lots of digging, shifting, and laying of blocks. And hopefully I'll have something absolutely awesome for you with the course of this series. I plan on doing a lot in the nether this series. I know it's a bit strange because I don't normally like exploring the nether, but I do fancy having a go at getting out of my comfort zone and building nether-like objects, things in the nether. I do fancy that, so I'm going to be building in the nether most of the Hypermine series. I might even make a home in the nether. That could be interesting, but we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much for watching another episode of Hypermine. Love you all. See you later, and goodbye.